This video is for educational purposes only. We doesn't promote any unethical or unauthorized practices. So hey guys, welcome back in my new video. In today's video we will continue with our second part of digital forensics. As in our first part we discussed about what is steganography, and I showed you how we can hide basically the APKs in images or text files, any secret thing in image. Okay, so now we will see how to analyze that and how to gather information and check if that image contains something or not. Okay, so here for continuing you need to watch the first video. I have the link in description. Go and watch the first part, then you can continue here in the second part. It will be making sense, or else you will be confused in this particular video. So let's continue. Here we are in this directory steganography I have shown you earlier in that video, and we have hidden various type of APKs and all and secret files in this particular images. Okay, so now our task is to understand how to analyze and detect that if any image contain any type of thing or not. Okay, so first we can gather information about the image by giving this ls-lh command, which will give a basic information about the image, like the size of image, when it was created and how it's used. If we give file information, if we give file and then image name with JPG, okay, then it will give some information about the density, aspect ratio, but this is also not the complete information about the image. What to do to get the complete information about image? In one command you can give exif, okay, you can give ExifTool and the image name which must contain the extension also. Extension in the sense it must be like JPG or PNG. Okay, then you can get elaborated information about the image, and it will be like the whole information regarding the image. It's the metadata. But here this is also not the complete information about the image. Here if I see the date and time, the location is not there, the software used for clicking, nothing is there. In this particular thing you have to check for the software used and the date and time and the aspect ratio, size of the image. These are the four things which are important in the metadata part. If we use ExifTool, it will extract everything and it will list down. This shows that it has nothing as such information. So even the raw data can't make sense, like it can't say like if this image is harmful or something, hidden message is there in that image also. Okay, so the raw data alone can't predict or say this. We can see here the ExifTool extracts the raw data, but here we can see that it is of no use as it doesn't give that much information about the image. So what we can do, we can use Steghide and Steek. These are the two commands and tools. Basically Steghide I have shown you in the previous video also. So we can give Steghide extract the image name, and if we give that command, then it will give the information about the image if it has something or not. And we can give something like the command Steghide extract -sh. Okay, so image name with extension. Okay, this is the Steghide command, and like the first command is wrong because I have didn't given the flag there. Okay, the flag is important every time you use the command, so please note it down and keep the commands in the sense like it makes sense. Every command makes sense and you can remind the commands in that manner. Okay, so if I give that, but the basic problem of Steghide is if you will use Steghide, it will ask the phrase, passphrase, in the sense like that particular thing is encoded and it is asking for the passphrase. Okay, and if that particular image has been encoded by someone else, you don't know that, then you can use brute force, but it doesn't make any sense. Okay, it will be the wastage of time. So Steghide is also not working. So Stegseek, so let's see Stegseek will work or not. Stegseek is also not working, and Steghide is asking for the passphrase. So both tools are of no use. So you will ask, Piyush, how now we will detect and check if the image has anything or not? So I am going in that way. I will use the basic things. Before these commands are invented, there are the manual processes to check if there is something in image or not. This is a basic thing. We can check the string. Okay, if there is something like the string is there, then I can search, I will use grep command and I will catch that string. Okay, so I will guess, I will basically do the random guess here, and I will use some characters, some words there, okay, and some characters also. Like here I am using string, like hidden flag or secret, anything which anyone can hide in an image. Okay, and I am also giving one parameter here which is p, alphabet. Okay, normally an alphabet p. So what I have given the grep command to search for in that image, flag hidden secret p. So it has searched and found that nothing as such is there. Okay, so like here, if I will give the command correctly, here the indent, the parentheses are in the wrong manner. I have given the command correctly now, and if we see here, these are the binary data. Okay, and if you can see, the red one's alphabet is p, because I have given a flag, I have given an alphabet there to search, which is p, and it has listed everything, the binary values. So the image and all are nothing but the binary values encoded. Okay, if we see here, if something will be hidden in that image, then it will make sense, it will be in pure ASCII form. Okay, ASCII format, so we can read it, like there will be something readable, but this basic image doesn't contain anything, so we can say that this image has nothing. Okay, so the forensic we have done. Overall, it says that this image doesn't have any type of text file or anything which is malicious. So next, move to the next image, which is like hide.png. The name is hide.png. You can see the second image in pink. Okay, and the green one, image.jpg, we have searched, we have found nothing. So we have again given the same command, ExifTool and hide.png, and here we can see the size of image is abnormal. It is of 9 point something MB. Okay, 8 MB. So this makes sense, that like how a simple image can be of that much size. So it creates a confusion, it creates a doubt now. Okay, every analyst has this type of sense of thinking to catch the things correctly. Now we can use the string command again here in that particular image. We can give hide.png, the name of that image, and I will again search for the same parameters, same flags, secrets and all. Okay, now here if we scroll upward, then we can see nothing as such is there. Okay, it is like a very big binary. Okay, it is very big. This shows that like it's not the image data, something is also encoded in that particular image. So what is encoded, let's see. And if we go down the very bottom, you can see something is written like fdroid.apkut, which is cached and it is grepped. Okay, because the p, the alphabet p is there and it has been grepped. So it is like the common sense I have used and I have grepped that. So in real ways also the analysts used to do these techniques only. Okay, if we use Binwalk is for the APK analysis to check if that any image contain any type of APK or not. It has listed that this image contain this much size compressed value, which is 1246.276 is the compressed size of fdroid.apk, which we have hidden earlier. Okay, in the first part I have shown you how to hide it, and then in second part I am showing you how we can check that if it's hidden, like how to check up any image on do the analysis part. Okay, which is basically the cyber forensic or digital forensic, you can say. Okay, now if I have opened that image, it's a simple image, it is hidden in the LSB. I have told you in an earlier video also, the least significant bit. Okay, it makes little bit change in the image, but the image is purely same. It is not visible by the naked eye of humans. Okay, so I have shown you this, and I have also shown you that the image is there and an APK was there found in that particular image. So now we will do the analysis for the third image, which is hide2.jpg. The name of the image is hide2.jpg. So we have given the ExifTool command, nothing as such found. Like the image was of bit good length only, very common length, as images are of few kbs, and that was also the same. So it doesn't make any type of sense and it doesn't create a doubt. Okay, but there can be something, a text file also. So we need to be aware, like we doesn't have to think in the one way. Okay, we have to think in multiple ways so we can get the information. Here if I will use Binwalk, we doesn't find anything. Like I have used Binwalk and I doesn't found anything crucial to check up. It's giving false positives, okay, in Binwalk also, so I have skipped. Now let's check with our string command. This is universal command and it is the best command to grep anything. Okay, it's the manual way of checking. Previously also in Linux, every time it works, okay, in everything, in CTFs, in every type of CTF, also in everything in Linux, grep command will work. See here, found a sentence, okay, in this particular image, it was hidden. Please like and subscribe. So guys, if you are new in this channel, please like and subscribe. Okay, the image is also saying the same. It is informative, then please like and subscribe. Okay, here now we can say that this image also contains something, a secret message there. Okay, so here we have seen the different analysis part, but it is a bit hectic. If you will say like, Piyush, there are too many commands, how we can gather and how we can remind and do the same. I have created one command that can do the whole thing. Okay, this is a Python command. It will check directly and it will give you the result if any image contain any type of appended data or not, like if it contain anything or not. If it will contain, then it will show, okay, here only. If it will not contain, then it will not show, and this command will help you. Okay, see, appended 0 bytes, which means this image is all good and it has nothing appended in this particular image, which is of 0 byte, which means that image is pure and it's only an image, nothing as such suspicious in that image and or something hidden in that image. Okay, now let's do for the second image, hide.png. Let's see if it has some, yeah, something is appended because the binaries are listed here and the data bytes are of something. This, it's a compressed value. This means something is hidden in that particular image. That's why the data is coming in this raw form. Okay, so this gives a trigger directly, like, yeah, there is something. Now let's do the analysis in that particular image. It will give, because if there is a lots of image, like you have to automate. Okay, if there is more than 100 images, then what you will do? Okay, so you have to automate this and you have to create one tool. But in this particular command, I have used in many times in CDFs and all those things. It works very well and it is very good command. Okay, it will directly show you the image contain any appended data or not, and then we can continue our forensic. Okay, so hopefully you will learn something new. If you are new this channel, if you are new in this channel, please like and subscribe. If you haven't watched the first part, go and watch the first part. You will gather much more information about steganography. Then continue in the second part. If you want to understand about the roadmap of cyber forensics, I have listed the link in the description. Go and watch that particular video also. I have discussed a detailed roadmap how to prepare for cyber forensic in 2026. Okay, so this is the whole video. You can see and you can understand the whole scenario here, and that's all. Meet you in another video, guys. Till then, bye.